Good afternoon all. Ashiyr, Pierson, Antonice, Strickland, and Toure here to talk to you about NABJ stuff.
Okay, well, first of all, we just want to ask you a couple of questions. You were up there talking about different commentary things, and we want to know how, as an upcoming journalist, columnist, anything like that, form legitimacy with their readers when they want to have this commentary, so they would actually take it as pure comedy or whatever you want to say.
You want to have legitimacy, that's what you're talking about. I mean, I think that as a young writer, just starting to establish your name and your brand with people, it's about what are you talking about. You're going to be saying things that are going to resonate with the audience, that they're like, that's right. I feel what that person's saying. They've looked at this difficult situation and they've come out with the right idea, and maybe I wouldn't have even thought of that, but they nailed it. Or if I disagree with them, can they at least make the point in a way that is persuasive and strong enough that I respect your position, it's not flimsy and silly, but it's a strong position, I don't agree with you, maybe you made your point so well that I'm thinking about maybe agreeing with you. You know what I mean? I think about some of the things that I wrote early on, and people were like, wow, okay, that's really interesting, you've opened my mind, you've made me think about things in a different way, I agree with this, I didn't notice that, maybe I disagreed with that, but you make the point in a really interesting way, so I respect your position. Those sort of things, will make people go, when I see, if you're building a reputation where you're saying, every time I see his name, her name on a television, coming out of the radio, in print, I like what they have to say. They may not always say what I believe, but I respect what they have to say. And once you have that reputation, then you can go places.
Now, what other advice would you give young journalists coming up through the ranks, say, still in school or just graduating from college?
It's rough. It's very hard. What advice? Real advice for young journalists in college?
Just keep it real.
Think hard about what else it is that you might like to do, because there aren't that many jobs, and there's really not the same way to make a lot of money as it was when I was young and coming up and able to support myself through writing. So if there's something else that you like doing, do that, because if you come into this and you're like, well, I'm not really making any money, forget getting rich, I'm not really making any money, or I'm struggling to find a position, well, at least you're doing what you love, what you really want to do, and you're like, there was no other option for me, this is what I had to do with my life. If you could have done something else, then go do that, because the writing skills that you learned just studying journalism will be fantastic when you want to become a lawyer or a doctor or many other fields. So see if there's, we need journalists, yes, but see if there's anything else. Search your heart and your soul and see if there's anything else that might make you happy doing in your life, because this is going to be a very hard road.